Hello, hello. I'll turn the transparency on that down. Does it have that capability? Page permissions. I want transparency. No, those are audio. I don't want audio filters for chat box. I want, oh yeah, view. Opacity. Is that not the same thing as transparency? Brightness down. I would like chat to be visible, but not the box. Mouse blend. That does nothing. Why is there just not a simple transparency filter? There's a bunch of different opacities, but they just darken it until it disappears. Certain things, I don't know why they have to be so extra complicated. That'll work. I think that'll work. Alrighty. Welcome back. As I troubleshoot my settings. Happy Sunday. Went out and had a nice lunch with my bestie. Chit-chatted for a bit. That's good news for today. The less good news is that after I got home, I realized that one of my pine trees is sick. I've been looking at pine trees all around the city while I've been driving school bus, and a lot of them have been sick or dead because, well, they're either sick from the crappy winter or they're infested with beetles from the crappy winter. And I looked at mine on the way home, and mine had been fine, and I noticed that one of my blue spruces, the entire top of it is turned brown. I can't find any obvious evidence of beetle damage, but I'm going to have to nurse it with some extra water this summer if I can, and see if it'll pull through or not. Because the alternative really is to remove it, so that if it is infested, it doesn't spread to the other pine trees, which is a shame. It's a 45-year-old tree. At any rate. So I went ahead and went putting some water on it today. I do have an alarm that's going to go off at some point, so I'm going to turn the water off. But until then, I've decided that the first thing I feel like doing now that we're moving on from Satisfactory is a little nostalgia gaming. So we played Riven on the channel. My goodness, when was it? Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can spell it. So we did Riven on the channel. Holy crap. 1 year ago today. I'll be damned. June 7th, 2025 was when we did Riven. So the thing that was really cool about Riven was I had downloaded it through Steam rather than playing my original discs. And they had totally updated the game, changed a bunch of the gameplay. So it was like playing an old game with a new mode. It was really enjoyable. This is not going to be that. This is, as far as I can tell, the OG game. I did get it off of Steam rather than using one of my original discs, simply because this game and the two games after it, I've tested on my computer, and neither one of them want to run. Because they don't speak the same language as my PC does. So every time I try and run them, they have a tendency to fail. So I figured, well, if I can get them through Steam, then they'll run through Steam. It should be fine. So hopefully it's going to play fine. So this game should be true to the original. I don't think this is updated or changed. This is the original menu and everything. So thinking about the tree. Hopefully we can. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to spend some water on it in a very, very drought year. So, I have obviously played this many times, and I have my own little Myst journal with all of the solutions and things that I have written down. I don't have every single one for this game, but I have a number of them. From several playthroughs. Actually, I've got quite a few pages in here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have 8 pages just for this game. So I won't be playing it from completely off of memory, and it won't be my first playthrough. But yeah, I'm not expecting it to be a substantial deviation from what I remember playing when I was younger. So, to catch up on the story, in the original Myst game, which I believe I've also played on the channel at some point, you meet a guy who writes worlds into existence, and you meet his 2 sons that are trapped in books, and it turns out that they were pillaging his library and pillaging the worlds inside them. In Riven, you find out that his wife got kidnapped by his grandfather and hauled off to Riven, and you have to go to Riven and save her. So that's more or less where we're at when this story starts. New game.
I realized as our group linked back to Dunny that we should not restore the city as we had planned. The once magnificent buildings lay in ruin, testament to the hatred that had consumed them. Too many people had fallen victim to that hate, to the prejudice and greed from which it sprang. Gazing out across the cavern, I decided to write another age, one that would help the Dunny survivors begin again, free from the tragedies of their past. So with my wife, Catherine, supporting me, I put aside that past to write a future. More than a year has gone by since I finished writing Rishon. I have a new daughter, who I hope will someday link to that age with me. And as I imagine Yisha meeting the Dunny, those brave men and women who are building a new life for themselves, I realize I've been given another chance as well. A chance to learn from my mistakes and leave the past behind me once and for all.
Don't know.
Breathtaking, isn't it?
Whoops. I don't know if I can change the graphic size.
We
so
call it
the
Tamana.
screen better.
We moved here after Atreus finished writing Relation. He wanted us to have a new home too.
I'm gonna change the mouse sensitivity.
I'm so glad to see you. I told Atreus our paths would cross again. He was just going to grab something for your trip to Relation, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Unless he decides to check over the whole house first, which means he could be hours resetting all his padlocks. But I know he was looking forward to introducing you to the Dunny, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Why don't you wait in his study?
So, video quality obviously is not going to be top end on this one. They don't have a ton of graphical settings. This is an old school point and click. I really need to change the mouse sensitivity though. That's a little better. That being said,
You know,
for being
this
a
trip
still
is
image,
exactly what Atreus needs right now. I haven't been able to get him out of the house for months, ever since he found his journals out of place. But seeing how well the Dunny have settled in on Relation should help him to finally relax.
So this video thing here is actual video. Actual actors. It's been built into a loop. They used QuickTime to put these videos in. You go away. So, video-wise, I still need to turn this up more. Video-wise, the only thing you can do is turn the brightness up and down.
I'm sorry, the other door.
There's also no captions. But anyway, this was the first game where you could like fully look around in it when it originally released. So every one of these images, or each one of these spots, has a panoramic 360-degree view you can look around in. Well, almost 360. And as far as I know, they're all effectively hand-painted. So the videos were all done in QuickTime, and you had to load QuickTime on your computer to even play the game. She's in a loop. I wish that was higher. I don't have any higher to go. Anyway, so there's a story to be told in here. This entire world is all built on visual information. This is Riven, which is broken. Sirius and Akinar, his two sons. There's a letter here talking about getting Nara padlocks, which is like a really hard material in their world. Thank you for responding so quickly to my request for Nara padlocks. As you know, security in Tamana has become an important issue as of late. Perhaps I'm overreacting, as Catherine suggests, but the idea that someone may have been sneaking into my study reading all of my journals disturbs me. After what happened to my library on Myst, after my own son, Sirius and Akron, destroyed so many of my books, I've come to realize how delicate the link is to my worlds. I've never been able to repair those burned books to link to each age to find out if the inhabitants survived. Padlocks won't change that situation, but they should ease my fear of trespassers considerably. That's the baby. Her name is Yisha. So that's Catherine and Yisha. But in many ways, yes, it's an original point-and-click adventure. And this is Dunny. So their world started in this massive underground city that was called, where the people were called the Dunny, and they wrote these books that could link to ages. And it got destroyed. And in the actual deep lore, it was Atreus' grandfather that did the destruction. Really, Sean?
Well, my friend, I see you found the Relishon book. Catherine tells me you've been here for some time. I'm sorry if I've kept you waiting. But since we'll be gone a few days, I needed to secure some of my things. And I also wanted to bring you this. It's a journal I kept while I was writing Relishon. I thought you might find it interesting to read about what I'd hoped to achieve, compared to what the age truly is. Well, just let me get my keys to unlock Relishon and we'll be off. Oh, and I'm interested in hearing what you've been up to in recent months.
Yeah, just give me a second, Pouncy. There's the man after him. I'll get you, foul villain. Okay, let me know if that's better on the audio. New game, new audio settings. Okay. So, I keep trying to put my fingers on WASD. It's not going to do me any good. Directional keys are not useful in here. So obviously, since I played this, I know things already. So one of the things I know is that the age we are currently resting in is a training age that Atreus wrote for his sons. I like how the water starts to animate once you get close enough to it. How do I... There we go. I was going to say, if you actually read through the journal, which I'm not going to, it gives a lot of backstory. It talks about various motivations and situations and whatnot. It's a journal. And it goes on for a ways, which is why I am not going to read it. The question I have now is, where do I want to start? Do I even remember the color codes? Kind of. See, the color codes go in that one. I still wish I could turn the mouse sensitivity up some. Slow to turn. Slow to turn corners. Turn on the light collector down here. And it feeds light to this thing, which will start feeding light into these things. And there's a pattern. The animations are still smooth. It's the end one. purple. Can't go across that. Blinded by the light. Yeah, the only thing is I can adjust the main game level, and I can adjust mine. My setup's not complicated enough to do much more than that. Okay, this is the nature one. Basically, we gotta go around and we gotta unlock everything. And right now, I'm doing all this from memory. So you come over here, you grab this flower, and it acts as an amplifier. All that swell up. And then you can walk across them to get to that door. The reflections look fantastic. Granted, they're drawn in, but they still look good. And it's like you can tell the clouds have been sort of copy-pasted in because they fade into nothing. These worlds have weird doors. Like, what would be the point of that as a gate in the real world? The size of this button. So, this is the bottom of that tower. And this is where you start to realize that that dude has been living here. He's got a cot set up. He's got his own journal, which you can go through and find out about his motivations and whatnot. The short version is his age was one of the ones that was looted by Atris's sons, and he thinks it's been destroyed. So, like, he painted this thing for a woman that he's trying to remember. And there's all kinds of context clues for things in here, like this means something in relation to that. You're crank this, it creates current that makes these rocks float, which is foreshadowing. Similarly, if you put this plant tentacle across the lines and do the same thing, makes this fly trap open up. There's another thing. This is more foreshadowing. And I was always honestly really bad about recognizing that these were foreshadowing when I said this up before. Even these freaking pillars are from somewhere else. There's a convenient elevator here. I like my lock of feet. There he is.
Atris? Is that you? Come to rescue your book so soon? Not yet, old friend. Not yet.
They did a pretty good job of having the actors interact with the environment. So I am not playing Atris. We left Atris behind. But he thinks I'm Atris. Go past that window, but it doesn't go past that window, which I think is a glitch that the original game makers never caught. So what we need to do is we need to get the elevator to spin around. So I'm going to send it up. Look, thank you. Then you can crawl underneath it. He's torn into all of these and messed them up. So you gotta fix them. One was 2 out and 1 in. How any of these control an elevator turning around, I have no idea. But now we can go ahead and pull it back down. I'm gonna get up here just in time to see him leave. Once he leaves, the linking book system resets itself. He's gone, and I need that egg. Unlock this door. So, start by activating the slideshow.
My sons, I promised to teach you the secrets of my ages. This world is the first step on your journey. Search the island, and you'll find 3 linking books. Each connects to an age in which you must fulfill.
Hello, Atreus. Been a long time. Sorry I'm not there to greet you in person, but I just didn't think it would be wise, considering how long I've been stuck here. Trapped in these lesson ages by 2 very greedy little boys. Your sons, Atreus, Cirrus, and Achenar. Of course, they're not so little anymore, not so innocent. I thought a lot about innocence these last few years and what happens when it gets lost. Worried about relation? I have it. Worried about friends, relatives, people you can't get back. I know just how you feel. But if you want to do something about it, you're gonna have to open this device. And there's just one problem. I've changed the 3 symbols that do that. So if you want to reclaim relation, you're gonna have to take your own class. Find the 3 symbols, Atreus. And don't keep me waiting forever.
So, as I said, Atreus wrote in these ages to be a testing place and a practicing area for his sons when they were still kids. This dude, whose name I don't remember, excellent actor, by the way, excellent actor. He's been trapped here since the kids pillaged his age, and he wants revenge. So he's going to take it out on Atreus. So we have to get symbols in order to activate this. And of course, rule of 3s, we have to do it 3 times. So on the outside, make sure we close the door behind us. On the outside, that's why there's 3 of these tusk things. They each link to one of the 3 training ages. And it's just a question of which one I want to do first. They should be more or less preset and ready to go. So let me go ahead and we can activate each one. And since I'm right here, I probably could just do that one first. Something I need. I don't remember if I have to do this first or second. No, not first. So there's a giant ball in the way. Perfect. Now that's... oh, wait. It's out of the way, but I can't get in here because somebody took a sledgehammer to the floor. So there's a big gaping hole. So now I have to go back. That's the wrong way. There we go. And now the giant ball, cylinder, do-bagger, whatever it is, technically acts as a floor plug. So I've got this orbital thing, and this is where I'm going to start using my notes some more. So if that's there, or if that's on the line, because my writing is terrible. There we go. And that gets us Amateria. Amateria is one of my all-time favorite ages in any of these games that I ever went into. So I'm actually going to save that one. Let's go activate the other two tusks. I love all three of the ages in this game. They're fantastically well made, and I would love to see, and I have heard online, that they are still working on a remaster of this game. And I hope so, because I would absolutely love to see this with modern graphics, modern resolution, transitions, the whole bit. And even in this state, it doesn't look that bad. Why do you not have a light on? Did I turn something the wrong way? You're supposed to be lit up. Why are you not lit up? That was what was so awesome about Riven. Was it not only was it remastered and pretty again, but it was new gameplay. I don't really so much want new gameplay in this. I just want upgrades, updates, make it newer, make it nicer. Okay, you're pointed the correct direction. So one of them in the chain I missed. You're good. Apparently it's this one. Thought I had it adjusted. Or it was not. Excuse me. Yes. There we go. That should fix the chain. I know they changed a lot of stuff for the updated version of Riven, but I have to say I really enjoyed it. It didn't take away from the original, which was nice. Especially as somebody who had played the original over and over and over again. And that color code is based on the colors on the top of those little three-way color senders. Each one has a color in the top, and you start at the first one and you go through them to the last one, which is there. And that's your color code. These codes were inside one of the journals. Which tower am I in? Leaf. I'm in the Leaf Tower. This one's probably my second favorite age in this game, Voltiac. I have virtually no notes for Voltiac in my book because I've sort of felt my way through it every single time. That being said, the Heritage, which I still love, but it is still my third favorite, we'll go unlock that now. These door animations are why I make noises every time I open my doors to this day. Growing up playing these games, I needed sound effects in real life. Open. So I think this little dude, yeah, he stays active. The age that's in here, of the three of them, this is the one that drove me nuts the first time I played through. It is so beautiful, even in these graphics. But because of the way it's designed, it can be very difficult sometimes to see what you need to see and what you need to do with it. And that was what threw me off. This age is called Adana. Also, love this music. Adana. And this is where I'm going to start. Here we go. So this age, I have 0 notes. 0 notes whatsoever. You play this one all the way through on pure vibes. So, ultimately, we got to get back around to a book back to where I just came from. But we have to learn stuff along the way. That is the idea. There's a symbol, basically, that we have to unlock. That's what we need to take back with us. So until I get there, I am stuck here. There is no other way back other than get into this vine-covered thing and get that book out. So again, no notes, running on pure memory. Let's go. I want to point out that virtually none of this world is built. It's like grown. It's all weird plants. Big nest there. There's Mama. Brand new baby. It's going to be very interesting to see how smoothly I can play this age after. It's been 6 years, 6 or 7 years since the last time I played this. Massage this. Nothing happens. Oh wait, I have to get the sun on it. I remember. Come up top where there is sun. Touch this thing. These dudes all close up. That puts light in this weird flower, which I can touch, and then look through and aim. And that gives you a pretty good idea of how this entire world works. Are we gonna go back down? I have no idea exactly what this tower is made of. So this is gonna be a long trip down, FYI. Barbecue Pringles. So the issue I always had with this age is it's not always obvious where to go. A lot of the plants and things you need to interact with kind of blend in. I don't know how you got in there, dude. He seems annoyed about being in there because he's electrocuting the plants. I just sucked him down a natural hose and put him in an orb. Oh, son. Even now, where's the path? Oh, there's part of the path. Come here. Grab the papers. Grab the papers. So these are parts of the dude's journal, and they're scattered all over the place, and they have more notes and stuff about the things that he's going through. The kidnapper. Where am I going? I'm already having trouble finding the paths. That should open. Something just happened to the bird. I won't spoil it. I gotta say, if they did a remaster of this so that all of these paths were like full 3D and fully, traversable environments, I actually think that would make this age a lot easier because you could see where you were going. Uh-huh. I feel like... Oh, yeah. This lamp, foreshadowing, it's stolen from another age. Look, I missed. But it's okay. As long as I didn't fall on anyone. Because now I can be a trapeze artist. On a vine. Now I have a way back if I want it. especially in modern graphics, have all this like bioluminescent stuff. Which is super. There's a giant pitcher plant. And it's occupied. I think you know where the bird went. So, bird's in the giant pitcher plant. While its baby is upstairs, waiting for it to come home. I wish I could remember that dude's name. It's in the book, I'm sure. So he leaves murals all over these ages to try and show Atreus what he's gone through. So in this case, it's Sirius and Achenar coming to his village and preaching and you know, generally behaving like we're gods and you should obey us and bring us riches. And then he's over here on the outskirts being like, but I didn't believe them. I'm sure this dude's fine. Right, let's see if I can remember all the steps I need to take. This thing's in daylight. I should be able to look through it. Aim that daylight somewhere useful. I don't think I can do it yet. Wait. I can point it at the other flowers. And they can do something useful. So that unlocked a bridge. I can't even get behind this flower. So it goes where it wants to go. Where am I going? That's a very good question. Okay, here's the bridge I made. Here's another daylight flower. It's pointed at one of them things that the electrical dude goes in. Another sun capture flower, so I'm pointing at you. That's another trapeze thing. This isn't where I want to be. The trapeze goes down. I'm not ready to go down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pages. this is another stolen artifact.
What's the matter, Atris? Can't remember how things work? Yet you explained this class so well when we first spoke of it in Orion. I want Cirrus and Achenar to learn everything they can, Savidro. First from Amateria, Idana, Voltaic, and finally from Narayan. When my boys come to see your people, I want them to see Narayan's traditions at work so they can see how civilization can balance and age. Do you know what they did when they finally came to us? You never came back. After class was over, you took your boys away and you never came back. Cirrus and Achenar did.
Indeed. Okay. He gets kicked out, and he electrocutes the plant because he's upset. Get it, freeze mama. I need to remember to put that back so that the bridge opens. And the music's like, well done, and changes. Dude is like this, because he's just sitting there electrocuting over and over again. The first time I played this, I got through that part just fine, but I couldn't figure out how to progress. Because it's in here. There's two different like tubes here, and you come up this one and you don't see this one very easily. If I backtrack, it's not immediately obvious there's two paths here. Takes me to another trapeze plant. This one just acts as an elevator. Once you're down here, I don't think you can go back up. Pretty sure we're at the bottom of the tower now. Where am I going? Okay, I'm going that way. One of these. poppy things are up now. Side path somewhere. I'm trying to remember where it is. There it is. This is another one of those weird giant flowers. Turn the lights off. It's going to close up. We got to get all them little mothy things to move. I'm going to use these. As disturbing as that was. They go to the other one, and the other one opens up. I'm going to climb inside this tube. Pick up some more pages along the way. When I crawl up in here, you can see the little glittery guys outside. Grab this thing, then that thing happens. She's looking at me like, hey, get out of my baby food, hitchhiker. I gotta remember how. Hold on. There we are. And there's the symbol that we needed. And then there's the book back. And that was Adana. Run down to the go. Remember, close the door. Can't have a draft in the tower. So I'm going to do Voltiac next. Mechanically speaking, Voltac is probably the coolest age here. But I have a special spot in my heart for Amateria because of some things that are there. Oh, I gotta put the code in again. Yellow, blue, green, red. Yellow, purple, red. But yes, from a mechanical point of view, this age is the best. First time I played through this and succeeded, I was so happy with myself. Welcome to Voltac. Very different environment. Mechanical stuff in this age made me very, very happy. Oh look, there's the book back. So I don't have to work to get it. I could just go back. But what's in here? With the giant door. That's what we're gonna get. We get the thing behind the giant door. And I have virtually no notes for this, so I am playing this again by vibes and memory. Still love the way it looks. Vibes or memory? Door. Blue path. That takes me here. Power generation. It's a dam. Other controls are missing. Another door. Hole. Vibes and memory. So I needed that in order to engage the gear system so that you can reach through this hole and open these up, and then the water wheel starts turning. Now stuff is turned on, which right now it looks like a giant saw that's turned on. See what a giant saw looks like. And if you stand on this, it'll make you spin, which I think is a funny feature. Towards the door. going to be another message in here. Let's see what he wants to say. Or complain about.
20 years, Atris. 20 long years alone. They tied me to a post. They burned their Myst blinking books in front of me. They took everything I had. My wife. My 2 baby girls. And then, when I finally made it back to Narayan and I saw... It would have been better if I had died.
Uh-huh. He's not mad or anything. I don't know if I can do anything with this room right now. I remember what I need to do, I just don't know if it will work. I'm not sure if I've finished connecting things. Context clues. These look like circuits. Uh-oh. Alexa, stop. I need to go turn the water off outside. I will be right back. All right. That is what timers are for. This one really isn't complicated. It's literally just turn them around until they line up. Stop emailing me. Okay. And we're done. Power's on. I don't even have to do the other ones because they also closed when that circuit was finished. You really only need 2 hatches to get all of the connections done, because after that, the rest of them are lined up. Because apparently you're turning one, you're turning all. So that is now charged. Isn't there paper on the floor in here somewhere? I remember paper on the floor in here somewhere. Let's see if there's any paper. I don't see any. Puppies. Now these things are lit up. This door is still locked. So we'll have to go around. There's some papers. Now we'll go this way. Pull the lever! Okay, need to do something else first. Thing looks like a ship. Looks definitely like a ship. A giant freaking door. This path is broken and goes to I don't know what. Okay. There's nothing here yet. But I can open this. And then apparently crawl through it safely. Across this pipe that looks like a spine. What do we find? An air duct. Sure, I'll climb in that. It's okay, it has lights. I'm in here, which is the other side of this door. That seems to be full of lava. I need to do something about that. And of course, just because we took the lava out of the room, it's immediately cool enough to enter. That's dark. There's another one of the murals here. And this one's all about how the brothers took off and burned and left war and murder behind of his world. Let lava in. Turns on the fan system, but the door's blocked. I don't think this kills me. It doesn't even do it. Like as soon as that door's closed, all the lava just goes away. It's fine. That fan is now on. Now the lava's in there acts as a heat source for hot air. Or steam. Now there's steam here. Okay, so we need the needle on the line. Hold on. Need to go up. Puppies. Three. Two. I think it's the only note for this entire age I have is what position to put these in. And it looks a hair off, but that's perfectly on, so now I can do this. You can start to see from a mechanical viewpoint of why I find this, why I quite like this age. Right? Pull the lever. Very similar looking gondola to that piece that was in the lava room. Hop aboard! Sure, it's fine. And we're back to where we started. Pull the lever! How cool is that shit? I got tips the book down to let you know that's not where you need to go next. Open the door. You come in here, go down the tube, and take a look outside. And behold, it's the next symbol we needed. And there's our return book. Always drops you off back in the tower. And this time I'll close the door myself. Let me out. The last stage is Amateria, which is my favorite. And it is my favorite in this game based solely on atmospherics. It is so gorgeous. It's one of my all-time favorite visual ages in these games. Because the games that came after this one, Revelation, End of Ages, I felt like they had a lot less artistry put into a lot of their aspects. They had some really cool stuff in them, don't get me wrong, but this game had some real artistry in it. This game and Riven both had some superb artistry. Even in low graphics, this world is like almost, photoreal, in my opinion. And the music's fantastic. And the sky is fantastic. I mean, obviously it could be higher resolution, but it's still fantastic. The lighting that they picked. And there's lightning in the distance. There's even the occasional roll of thunder. There, I just heard it. It's just so goddamn pretty. And now when I see places in the real world that look like this, they make me think of this game. The first time playing through, trying to find stuff and figure stuff out, this particular age took me literally ages. Uppies? Wow. I don't think I need to be here yet. Why can't I come up here? Pages. My attempts to produce a carnivorous hybrid have had limited success. Okay, I came up here for pages. I can't go across there, or I can go across here. So, freaky, pretty. And obviously, it looked less pixelated when you were watching it on a CRT monitor compared to this. Okay. I need to do something else first. I remember this. I remember this. I gotta go over here. Because I remember this thing being frustrating and I didn't understand it. And it's because you gotta go in here. And there's all this stuff. That I did a ton of math for. 32 possible combinations, 72 possible combinations, doubles unknown. Yes, well, turns out that the solution was in Shenanigan the whole time. And that's what threw me off, because I didn't think to go to Shenanigan to get answers for things that were in Amateria. I expected the answers to be Amateria. The monitor is the big reason why all your old games look so much more pixelated now than you remember them. Because now the pixels are showing through because you have much higher resolution monitors versus the old days you had lower resolution monitors and they were CRT, so a lot of the pixels sort of blended together. It made a smoother image. And now on modern systems that comes out as a blocky, pixelated image. That thing makes a ball. The ball comes up here and hits this ball. And that ball goes there and that ball goes across. And that ball is reset. And that is success. And that lifts one of the drawbridges. 1 down, 2 to go. Because of course, rule of threes. And there's a symbol that I need. Which I have. Symbols don't change. Also, this material that this island is made out of is columnar basalt is an actual thing. So you can get these hexagonal stone pillars in the real world. They're caused by... Oh, that's pretty. They're caused by an intrusion of hot magma being rapidly cooled, such as if it comes up underneath a glacier. The lava rock, the basalt, will harden into six-sided pillars because they're full of carbon, and carbon is a six-sided atom. It's a real thing. Speaking of real things, here's another one of his murals showing him trying to rebel, and everyone hates him for it, and the Sirius and Achenar are laughing at him about it as they sow chaos. Ah. Where's the controller for that? It's you. I need to go back. There it is. And up. Here. There it is. So there's an up. Somewhere. I have to preset those. I remember this. If you want to laugh, everything on this stage is about bowls. Here, watch. This thing floats up, generates a ball, and the ball just got disintegrated. And that's a fail state. So we have to preset each one of these things is a gateway. Okay, so the ball comes from there. And it goes down here to this thing. And you can see the gateway now. It's vibrating. And I have meticulous notes on describing the sounds that these are supposed to make. How do I move you? Oh, there we go. If you stand inside it, it vibrates the camera. Alright, so now we're following the ball, we're following the ball, we're following the ball. You're number 2. Wait, going up, not down. Following the ball, following the ball, following the ball. It makes you 3. Following the ball, following the ball, following the ball, following the ball. should be 4. And 5. Okay, so I go back to the controls. These little boat lamps are cool. Where a lamp was stolen from. All right. It's much faster doing all of this when you know exactly what you're doing. Pull the lever! Success. Another drawbridge works. And another symbol gotten. This thing took me forever to figure out. And the balancing one that I did the first, that one took me forever to figure out. Because again, the solution was in Jananan, not here. And I expected it to be here. There's pages here somewhere. My notes literally say, put in pink, because there's a bunch of circles and X's all over. Get a good view from up here, too. Activating. Success! A third drawbridge now works. And a Final symbol is delivered. Interesting stair steps. I got another fun chair. That looks oh so very comfortable. Another message.
This morning I woke up and I couldn't picture Tamara's face. The little line at the corner of her lip that pulls her whole mouth down when she smiles, the flutter in her eyelashes. I tried so hard to picture her in my mind, put her down on paper as if that might bring her back. I couldn't do it. Atris, I'm not you.
Whoops. Activate. I'm going to be in a ball. Hello, wrong. How are you? And we're going for a roller coaster ride. So good, but also we're nostalgia gaming today, so I already know this game pretty damn well. I played it a dozen times or more when I was a kid. I have extensive notes. take care of yourself, hon. 2 down, 1 to go. And there's the symbol we need. Alright. It's all 3 symbols that I need. Where's the exit? Here you are. Fly away home. We have all 3 symbols from all 3 training ages. We can put them in this little scanner doodad, and each one of them comes with a personalized message. Egg.
Not so easy, is it, Atris? Running like a rat through a maze, looking for some sign that'll help you save your world. Is it over here? Is it over there? Is it someplace I can't find? Cirrus and Akinar didn't care about saving Narayan. All that talk about fixing instabilities, rewriting the age so that we would be free to live our lives, that was just talk to hide the truth of why they had come. But we believed their lies, Atris. So we abandoned our traditions, forgetting that those traditions were keeping Narayan alive. And when the lattice trees started to die, I followed them here to tell them what they had done. And they laughed. They said they would never fix Narayan. They said that they had already taken everything it had worth saving. So, my dear old friend, Atris, I brought you to this place where your education begins. Find the remaining 2 symbols and then come see what your boys did to Narayan.
Opens.
This what you expected, Atris? When you followed me here hoping to reclaim Relation? This classroom what you expected to find? I read your journal, you know. In Tamana, after I found your linking book abandoned outside this observatory, I read all about the Dunning. How you started their world again. Can you really do that, Atris? After everything that's happened to Narayan? Could you start their world over again? I don't think so. I think there's too much blood on our hands, too many ghosts. Surely you can't change that with a pen stroke. One more symbol, Atris. Narayan is waiting.
After stream, I'm probably just going to eat and unwind a bit. Been busy the last several days. Alright, last symbol!
You've done well, my sons, but there's still one task ahead of you. The linking book you see here connects to an age called Narayan. It's a very delicate age, where civilization has emerged in response to the world's imbalances. It's also the first inhabited age I'm sending you to alone. But don't be afraid. The knowledge you've acquired here will show you the way in. Use it and see all that Narayan has to offer.
Right, so about that. Welcome to what's left of Narayan. Not much to see out there. Here we go.
What? You're not... Where is he? Look, I know he's here. I have his book. So where is he? He didn't come. I take relation from him, and he sends you instead. Idiot. You actually thought this would work. You thought that you could force him into coming here, fixing things? Why? Why would he rewrite Narayan? Because of your messages? Because of your paintings? Look at your world. Look at what's left of it. When are you gonna get it through your thick skull that you do not matter to him? Could be alive out there. No one. We're stuck here, you know. The linking book back to Chananan is gone. Left behind when I linked out of Atris' study. And as for getting in to Narayan, look around you. This chamber is the only way in. And Atris installed some kind of shield, and I have never been able to get past it. Not once in all these years. So you're just as stuck here as I am. At least until I open this book. And I show Atris what it's like to watch your friends and relatives die. If you do find a way out of here, I suggest that you think very carefully about using it. Because the one thing I know about linking books, the doors they open
very good acting. In all the two games that they did after this, they did motion capture instead. And okay. Move around the thing. Okay. Start with the top and see if I can get this first try. Over right. There's three of them. That's top. Why is that top? Past me. Why would you put it in that way? There you go. I ended up taking a highlighter to this to try and make it more obvious what things you're supposed to do. This language here is all made out of circles. One down. Okay, this is lower left. Oh, well, that drawing is terrible. Thank you, past me. I'm sure I'll get that one on the first bloody try. It looks like that. Ah! Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. And all of this translates into phrases from one of Atris's journals, but I don't remember. Boobies. So I now have access. I have turned off this shield. So there's only one correct way to play this. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it the correct way. Come down here, steal that book. Then there's a bunch more codes. And that's it. He's never been down here in 20 years. He's never gotten past that shield generator. He's never been in here. I unfortunately cannot steal this. What I can do... is this the button? As I say, there's one way to do this. And then proceed to not remember exactly the one way to do it. Yeah, okay, so... we want to do this one now. Grab, go. Yes. Success. And that disables the outer shield.
Oh my god. They're alive? How did you... Force.
Here comes drama.
Hope will destroy me. You see, I still have something that he wants. Something that he sent you to bring back for him. Release you. Drop the outer barrier when I'm out by the gondola. Switch the shield so the outer barrier is open. And in return, I'll give up release you. Do it.
So there's only one way to win. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. He's in there watching me and literally does nothing as I do this. Boosh.
No!
It's very good acting. Anyway, so now if you go down there, he's at the absolute end of his line and he's desperate.
Oh, God. No. Please, don't do this to me. Not when my family could still be alive out there. You want the book? Here. I'll give you the book. Just... please. Please. Don't do this. Please. I can't do this again. Please don't leave me trapped here like this. I can't. No! No! No, no, no! No, 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 no.
And you do have that option. You can open this book and you can abandon him here and Atreus will be like, well, that sucks. And that's how it goes. Before I leave, I have to remember to switch the switch. So, spoiler, if you go back upstairs and switch the power around and forget to swap this across, he'll see that the shields have been swapped again. And he'll come running up there and he'll kill you with a hammer. And then it ends with, oh, hi. Atreus being like, oh, wow, sorry about that. Hi, I wasn't expecting... Anyway, that's the happy ending. What? Not be warm enough. Anyway, now we can leave. The Myst. I said, Vegetation Day. I'm playing a comfort game.
By the Maker, you've returned. Atreus, come quick! The fire burned the linking book you used. We had no way of following the...
You've returned. But where's Relishan?
Yeah, that's right.
Did you bring back the book?
Love you.
Thank the Maker. It's fine.
Noel.
We're in your debt, my friend. If this book had been destroyed,
Yeah, Dad's told.
everything we worked for, all the people of Relishan, have been lost to us forever.
You must tell us everything.
At last I can rejoice, for Relishan has been returned to me unharmed. The age I hoped would provide a new beginning still lives on. I'm sure that no danger shall befall it. And as I sit here writing in this journal, I rejoice to know that Narayan too is safe. The secrets of its past have been unlocked, and old wrongs have finally been righted. I know now that we can't escape the past, nor can we rewrite it, hoping to lessen our pain. The best we can hope for is to continue to learn, to take from the past only that which is good, and move on. Perhaps in the process, we will build a brighter future.
The end. Sorry, I had a surprise visit at the last moment from Mom. So yes, there's a couple different ways that ending can go. One of them is you lock the dude in there for eternity, and Atreus is like, "Well, that sucks. That was a horrible thing to do." If you don't remember to turn the switch, the dude comes up and hits you with a hammer, and Atreus then laments that he lost you and Relishan. So that's the happy ending. Remember that. The next game in the series is 4. It's Revelation. And again, I have extensive notes because several parts of it were a pain in the ass. And parts of said pain in the ass are not persistent. They're randomized. So you have to go through them each time, or you can't progress. I wasn't even... Oh, British director, creative director. Casting. I didn't notice. Did it say who played the dude? Brad Dourif. He said, that sounds super familiar. Brad Dourif. Brad. Where's my mouse, please? Mouse. I know that name. I know that name. Oh. Yeah, no wonder I know him. Gaunt character actor Brad Dourif was born in Bradford, Cloud Dourif, March 18th, 1950, in West Virginia. He was in Child's Play. He's the voice of Chucky. He's Wormtongue from The Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. That's where I recognize him from. He's Wormtail. He totally looks like Wormtail. Deadwood. Cult of Chucky. It's in the Once Upon a Time TV series and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Curse of Chucky. He was in an episode of Criminal Minds. He's in an episode of Fringe. He's in an episode of Law and Order SVU. He has quite the catalog here. He's in 36 episodes of Deadwood. Chucky's Family Vacation. Of course, the voice of Chucky. Seed of Chucky. Yeah. Wormtongue in the Lord of the Rings. Oh, there he is. Myst 3 Exile. Saavedro is the guy's name. It's Bride of Chucky. He was in Alien Resurrection? Three episodes of Star Trek Voyager. He's been in an episode of The X-Files, Tales of the Crypt. He's Chucky in, like, all the original Chuckies. Oh my god, he was in the original Dune in 1984. Wow. Well, there you have it. That is Myst 3 Exile. So if I end up finishing out the series, the next one is 4. 4 is a definite step up. I think 4 is fantastic. They do get rid of the QuickTime as far as using videos to project characters on the screen. Actual like wait, did they do that in 4? I'm having a vision. I know for sure they did in 5. In 5 they used motion capture rather than actual videos. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking that it was in 5 and that 4 still had actual videos with characters basically edited into the environments. But yeah, 4 changes the motion system and gives you a lot more interactivity, I guess. I don't know a good way to say that. But so yeah, that is Myst 3. The next one would be 4. 4 is Revelation, of which I have several pages of notes because it was a pain in the ass in many places. You're alright, Pouncy. I might go ahead and take a break myself, so we'll end this stream, and if I'm going to play 4, I will restart for that. So, in case I don't see you again, have a fantastic day. Thanks for hanging out. If you want to see more of what I do in the future, and you're a lurker, which I do appreciate, like, sub, follow, all that fun stuff. It's free, and it'll let you know when I go live on the channel. We're taking a break from Satisfactory, by the way. And I have been told the PAL World is fully releasing in July. So, see you again very soon.